Eagle Scout Samantha Claire A. Saranda.
Erisil Arancilio.
I'm Althea and I am a blogger.
Interview time.
One phrase that could best describe media and information literacy.
For me, what is that one phrase that could best describe media and information literacy? It is the process of providing citizens with the knowledge and skills they need to interact effectively and responsibly with media and information systems.
Media and information literacy is oriented towards mastering social media platforms while carefully scrutinizing informations on various websites.
Knowing how to distinguish fake from truthful news.
In your field, how could you impact your sphere of influence to intellectually use media and information?
As a student leader and journalist, I believe I can affect my sphere of influence to use media and information intellectually by simply reminding them how to use media platforms appropriately and teaching them how to fact-check information to avoid any sort of misunderstanding. And I would undoubtedly use my ability to write a piece to guide them along the way.
As a scout, how could I impact my sphere of influence to intellectually use media and information? I will impact my sphere of influence by intellectually using media and information by starting within myself, of course, so I could be a good role model for them.
As a writer, I include in my blogs every now and then the importance of making right judgments with regards to the truthfulness and validity of what the media shows.
One word that best describes media literate.
Critical thinker.
For me, what is that one word that best describes media literate? Knowledgeable.
In my opinion, one word that best describes media literate is inquiry.
Could you consider yourself media literate? Why or why not?
Yes, I considered myself to be media literate. For instance, as a journalist, I have a knack of carefully analyzing every piece of information I came across, particularly those I find or see online in various portals. In the process, I make certain that I reflect on every action that I take. I concentrate on this as it is my role and responsibility as a student leader to guide them in the right direction.
Could I consider myself as media literate? Why or why not? Yes. Why? Because as a scout, I am connected with different people in my organization from different places here in the Philippines. And especially now that media use is very essential because we are in the middle of pandemic. Since the pandemic started, the conduct of scouting activities decreased since almost all of them are outdoor types of activities. So in my organization, Boy Scouts of the Philippines, here in Laguna Council, we came up with a way that can still make the scouts connected through media. We always post from our page, BSP Laguna Council, helpful pieces of information that are related to our organization.
Yes, I tend to read a diverse number of publications and entertain many different points of views. And I usually evaluate and analyze if it comes from a reliable source.
I, Nerisil Arancilio, will always be using mediums in a correct and intellect way.
I, Althea, will always be using mediums in a correct and intellectual way.
I, Samantha Claire A. Saranda, will always be using mediums in a correct and intellectual way.